Here we are. The Beta League Championship Series is just about underway here in this Killer Tournament Series. Hi everyone, Anthony the Captain here, coming to you live from New Jersey. And we have a rematch from the inaugural International Women's Day game from 2022. We got the Santa Barbara Riveters taking on the reigning International Women's Day champions, Garden State Queens. And as the teams take the field, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Santa Barbara Riveters. It goes a little something like this. Rise is going to be kicking things off. She'll play second, and followed by the dangerous DH, Olivia. Then we have Felicity, Ella, Giselle, Dixie Lee, and the outfield is going to be occupied by dancers Vera, Moxie, and Fern. They're going to be squaring off against Natalia Markova. That being said, let's go to the field. Roz is at the plate. And the game's underway with the strike. And swing and a miss. 0-2. And got her swinging. The dangerous DH Olivia is up next. And just outside, ball one. And swing and a miss, 1-2. The old 1-2. Got her swinging. Next is Felicity. Oh, that got her. And I doubt it's on purpose. Nope, it's not on purpose. Then we have Ella. And just barely outside for strike one. In the dirt, wisely lays off. Oh, that got her too. And I believe no intent right there. Giselle looks at ball one. And base hit. Bases are going to be loaded. Instead, it's the number 6 hitter catcher, Dixie Lee. And barely misses ball one. Right down Broadway, 1-1. On the ground, and they're going to tag the runner. Nothing doing over here despite bases loaded. And with that being said, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the home team. Garden State Queens goes a little something like this. Then we have Mickey James kick things off. She'll play short, followed by Allison Kay, Marty Bell. And then the outfield is going to be taken over by the Pretty Empowered Sisters, Kinsey Page, Ella Envy, and Kylie Page. Then we have Jordan Grace, Lady Frost, and rounding out the lineup, we have Mandy Leon. She'll be behind the plate. They're going to be squaring off against Satin Dollz, honey. In steps Mickey James to begin the home half. Way outside. And swing and a miss on that one, 1-1. And tries to nip the outside corner, but it misses. The 2-1. Wisely lays off, 3-1. And nips the inside corner, full count. And got her swinging. Let's see what Allison Kay does. And the Hex member looks at ball one, way outside, easy layoff. In the air to left. Under is Moxie, and Allison Kay is retired. Next in steps Marty Bell. And ball one, the Spider swinging. And swings and misses ball in the dirt, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. And misses, almost got her, 3-1. And ball four. Kinsey Page is up next. And looks at strike one. Outside, 1-1. His look at Marty Bell. Now the pitch. And swing and a miss, 1-2. The old 1-2. Outside, 2-2. The Chuck Woolery. And juts a foul over to the right side. And ball 3. Payout pitch coming. Runners are going to be on the move. And ball 4. So it's first and second 2 gone. And then steps Ella Envy. And swing and a miss. 0-1. 1-1 now. 2-1 now. Let's look at the runners now. The pitch. And in the air. Deep drive. That one's gone! 3-run Johnson from Ella Envy as Lily sounds her trumpet. Queens draw first blood. In steps Kylie Page. On the ground, foul. 1-1 now. Outside. And on the ground. And Felicity's going to take it herself. 3-1 Johnson from Ella Envy. 3-0 is the score. Right back to Vera as we go to the top of inning number 2. And on the ground. And Lady Frost will take it herself. In steps Moxie. And in the air. Deep drive. Out of here! Solo shot from Moxie. 3-1 is the score. Rounding out the lineup is Fern. And Liner in the center. Base hit. Played off the wall. And she's in there with a double. And now she's rounding second hand for third. So it's going to be a triple for Moxie. We're at third. No one gone. One gone. And in steps Roz. And in the air. Johnny got a boom boom. 2-run Johnson for Roz. And we're all knotted at 3. It's 3 up. And we have Olivia. She struck out her first trip. And just nips the outside corner. Strike 1. And swing and a miss. 0-2. Yo 2. 1-2 now. And got her looking. That caught her by surprise. And in steps Felicity. She was hit by a pitch her first trip. There for strike 1. And swing and a miss. 0-2. And got her swinging. We're all knotted at 3. We're going to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the lineup, starting with Jordan Grace. And just inside ball 1. And lays off on the ball in the dirt. 2-0. Way outside. 3-1 hitters count. 3-0 hitters count. And swinging and missing ball in the dirt. Should have been ball 4, but instead it's 3-1. And in the air. Deep drive. Opposite field. Gone! Lily sounds her trumpet as Jordan Grace makes a solo shot to kick off the bottom of the second. And it's 4-3. In steps Lady Frost. Outside, ball 1. And swing and a miss, 1-1. It's going to be a good game, methinks. Already we're having some runs score. And we have an out from Fern. In steps Mandy Leon. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 4-3 in favor of the Queens, bottom of the second. In the dirt, 1-1. And in the air. And a base hit for the former Woman of Honor. About the top of the order we go for Mickie James. She struck out her first trip. And outside, 1-0. And swinging to miss a ball in the dirt, 1-1. As look at Mandy Leon, now the pitch. Outside, 2-1. And liner base hit into the left center field gap. And it'll play off the wall. They'll play it off the wall. And Mandy Leon's going home, and it's now 5-3 in favor of the Queens. In steps Allison Kay. Can she capitalize on that? And on the ground, foul. Swing and a miss, a ball in the dugout. The 0-2. And got her looking. Let's see what Marty Bell does. She walked her first trip. And inside, ball 1. And swing and a miss, a ball in the dirt. 1-1, had her fooled. 2-1 now. And swing and a miss, ball the letters. The Chuck Woolery. Full count now. And Mickie James is going to be on the move on this. And ball 4. So it's first and second, 2 gone, and in steps the champ, Kinsey Page. And swing and a miss from the current NWA World Women's Champion. And liner base hit. One more is going to score, if not 2. And we got a run score. 6-3 is the score. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And in steps Ella Envy, who had a 3-run Johnson her first trip. Outside, nowhere close. 1-0. And in the air, deep drive to the wall. It's gone! She did it again, folks. She did it again. Another 3-run Johnson from Ella Envy. As Lily sounds her trumpet. 9-3 is the score. In steps Kylie Page. Lily the Elephant has been vocal all night, excuse me. And liner to right, base hit. In steps Jordan Grace. She homered her first trip. Solo shot. Off the plate. And swing and a miss. 1-1. The Queens have batted around this inning. I didn't notice this until now. The 2-1. 3-1 now. Let's look at Kylie. Now the pitch. And juts it foul. Foul pitch coming right now, and the runners are going to be on the move. And it's ball 4. The Queens have batted around. And in steps Lady Frost. And it's caught by Vera, and they stop the bleeding. 6-run score in the bat around. 9-3 is the score. And in steps Satin Dollz, who was hit by pitch. And back over to Mark over to Frost. 1 pitch, 1 gone. Let's see what Giselle does. 1 for 1 in the game. Ball in the dirt, wisely lays off on that one. And right down Broadway, 1-1. And 2-1. And in the air to left. Base hit. And thinking 2 off the bat. To be sure. Kinsey fumbled it, but she brings it back in quickly. We're at second, 2 gone, 1 gone, and then steps Dixie Lee. Tag him out. Throw him out. Excellent work for Mickie James. And the side is retired. And Mandy Leon is going to be kicking things off the bottom of inning number 9. As the number 9 hitter, of course. The 1-0. And on the ground is Felicity. Felicity will take it herself. 3 unassisted. Let's see what Mickie James does. She doubled her last trip. And almost got her. 2-0 now. Outside. And liner over to the right center field gap. Base hit. Thinking 2. To be sure. Can she get there? She can. Just barely got in there. And in steps Allison Kay, 0 for 2 in the game. And on the ground, throw to first. And they got the runner. But meanwhile, the runner at third, The runner moves to third. And Marty Bell steps in. 2 walks. Right back over to Honey. Honey over to Felicity, and that'll be that. One left for the Queens. And as we head to the top of the fourth, Vera steps in. And over to Wade Frost. Lady Frost to the bag. 1 pitch, 1 gone. And then steps Moxie. She homered her first trip. And swing and a miss, strike 1. And in the air, deep drive. Johnny got a boom boom. She did it again, folks. She did it again. Solo shot. 9-4 is the score. Riveters are slowly closing the gap as Fern makes her way to the plate. And she got a base hit out of this one. And thinking 2 off the bat. To be sure, will she go for 3? She's going for 3. And it's turning into a triple. The agility does come in handy for the dancers. And we head back to the top of the order for Roz. She homered her first trip with a 2-run Johnson. And base hit. One another run's going to score for the Riveters. And it's a Dolly Parton game, 9-5 in favor of the Queens. And in steps Olivia. 2 trips, 2 strikeouts. Can she turn the beat around? Oh, just barely got on the plate, or so I think. And in the air to right. And Kylie has it. 2 gone. In steps Felicity, strikeout victim her last trip. And ball 1. Oh, almost got her. Had to back up. And on the outside corner, strike 1. Pop up. Under it is Mandy Leon. And that'll be that. 2-run score. It's a Dolly Parton game in favor of the Queens. We head to the bottom of inning number 4, and we're going to be having a pitching change. Landy's going to be taking over the field. Taking over the mound. She'll square off against Kinsey Page. And just barely got on the plate. Strike 1. And swing and a miss. Strike 2. The 0-2. And got her swinging. Ella Envy's up next. 2 3-run Johnsons her 2 trips. And, ooh. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I'm crushing that strike zone. And swing and a miss. That one's a strike. And Wisely is off. 1 and 2. The old 1-2. And liner to right, base hit. And she's keeping that hot streak alive, folks. 2 3-run Johnsons and a single for Ella Envy, and in steps Kylie Page. And in the dirt for ball 1. And liner over to right, base hit. And to third is Ella. To second is Kylie. And she will be in there. So runners are going to be at the corners with 1 gone. And in steps the dangerous DH, Jordan Grace. And pop over to right. Just enough to get Ella home. To be sure, both runners are going to be moving up 90 feet. 10-5 is the score. Lady Frost is next. 0 for 2 in the game. And Judson Fowler over to the left side. Nowhere close. 1 and 1. And over to the left. And that'll be that. Marcy puts it away. 10-5's the score. We head to the top of the 5th. Starting with Satin Dollz Ella. And ball 1. Natalia Markova back to work. 1 and 1. And in the air to right. Center base hit. And thinking 2 is Ella. To be sure. Ella gets it back in quickly. And Giselle's up next. Single and a double her first 2 trips. Oh, that almost got her once again. And 1 and 1 now. And juts it over to the right. And Kylie puts it away. In steps Dixie Lee. 0 for 2 in the game. And ball 1. And ball 2 now. Almost got her. Had to back up a little bit. In there for strike 1. And in the air to right, base hit. One run's going to score. And the runner's going to be moving over to second. And it's 6 to 10. 10 to 6 in favor of the Queens. The Rosies are slowly but surely closing things off as Vera makes her way to the plate. And in the air to right, base hit. One run scores. Vera moves over to second. So it's going to be an RBI double for Vera. Time to make way for Moxie. 2 homers or 2 trips. And in the air to right. And Kylie puts it away. And the runner not tagging stays put at second. Fern is up next. 2 triples or 2 trips. And ball in the dirt. 1-0. And juts it foul. And back over to Markova. Markova to Frost. And that'll be that. 2-run score for the Riveters. 10-7 is the score. As we head for the bottom of inning number 5, starting with the catcher, Mandy Leon. And in the air to left center base hit. And she's got a double out of this one. Leadoff double for the former Woman of Honor. Time to make way for Mickey James. Two doubles for last 2 trips. And swinging to miss, a ball in the dugout, 0-1. And in the air to right, base hit. That'll get Mandy Leon home. And to second is Mickey James, and she will be out. 11-7 is 11-7 is the score. Allison Kay's up next. Let's see if we can break her cold streak this game. 1-0. 2-0 now. She's 0 for 3 in the game. And base hit for Allison Kay. She breaks her cold streak. In steps for Hex member Marty Bell. And she will get a base hit as well. So the Hex are at first and second. And in steps the NWA World Women's Champion, Kinsey Page. Nowhere close, 1-0. 11-7 in favor of the Queens is the score. Bottom of the 5th. And in the air to right, to center. And they're going to get doubled up. 1 run scores, 11-7 is the score. Top of the inning, number 6 we go, starting with Roz as we head back to the top of the order. Just nips the inside corner, strike 1. And in the air to right, Kylie. And Kylie puts it away. In steps Olivia, 0 for 3 in the game. Wisely lays off on that one, 1-0. And strike 1, 1-1. And in the air to right, or to center, and Ella puts it away. Let's see what Felicity does. And strike 1. And then liner base hit. And thinking 2 off the bat, to be sure. Ella Envy brings it back in quickly. So 2 runner at second, 2 gone, and then steps Satin Doll Ella. And just nips the inside corner, strike 1. 0-2 now, quickly in the hole. And got her looking. 1 left for the Riveters. 11-7 is the score in favor of the Queens. And in steps Ella Envy. She's on a hot streak. 2 homers and a single. And on the ground, foul. Strike 2 now. The 0-2. And on the ground, Giselle over to Felicity, and Ella Envy's hot streak comes to a halt. And in steps Kylie Page. And back over to Landy. Landy over to Felicity for out number 2. Let's see what Jordan Grace does. Sack fly, last trip. Outside, ball 1. Ball 2. And in the air to right center, left center base hit. And she's thinking 2 off the bat. And she will make it. In steps Lady Frost, 0 for 3 in the game. And that just nips just on the outside. Ball 1. And way early on that one, 1-1. Let's look at Jordan Grace now, the pitch. 2-1 now. And over to the right. And this is going to get Jordan Grace home to second as Lady Frost. And her cold streak comes to an end. And it's 2-7 in favor of the Queens. Let's see what Mandy Leon does. And swing and a miss, and the ball in the letters. 0-1. 1-1 now. And on the ground. Throw to first is in time, and that'll retire the side. Queens get 1. 12-7 is the score. Speaking of which, we're in the top of the 7th right now with Giselle. And strike 1. And swing and a miss, 0-2. And got her looking. Ooh, that was a questionable call right there. Dixie Lee looks at a strike. And over to right center, base hit. And she's got a double out of this one. And she's thinking 3. It's a triple. It's going to be a triple for Dixie Lee. In steps Vera. And we're going to be having a pitch and change from the bullpen. And Tasha Steele is going to be taking over on the mound. Back over to Tasha. And they're going to get the runner at home. But Dixie Lee is aboard. And in steps Moxie. Vera's aboard, excuse me. Moxie's aboard. Moxie's on deck, on the plate. And it's going to be a double out. That's 1-1. Another run's going to score. It's going to turn into an RBI triple for Moxie. And Vera scores. 12-8 is the score. And in steps Fern, rounding out the lineup for the Riveters. And swinging the missing ball in the dirt, 1-1, excuse me. And nips it foul. Got her swinging. Time to get up and stretch. Mickie James at the top of the order is going to be up next. And here is Mickie James. And looks at ball 1. And in the air to right. And Vera puts it away. Let's see what Allison Kay does. Base hit. And putting it away is Moxie. See what Marty Bell does. And in the air. And it falls in front of Fern for a base hit. Next up is Kinsey Page. Double play her last trip. And the champ looks at strike 1. And back over to Landy. Landy over to second. And that'll be that. 1 left for the Queens. 1 left for the Queens. 12-8 is the score. And we're going to have a pitch change. Savannah Evans is going to be taking over. And in the air, deep drive, and a boom boom. Solo shot from Roz once again. Riveters slow but sure closing the gap. It's 9-12. 12-9 is the score. Let's see what Olivia does. She's in a cold streak. 0 for 4 in the game. And on the ground, back over to Evans. Evans over to Frost for out number 2. She's 0 for 5 now, as Felicity makes her way to the plate. And in the air to left, and catching is putting away is Kinsey. We'll see what Satin Dollz does. Strike 1. That's the call. And 1-1 now. And swinging a miss, a ball on the door, 1 and 2. And got her swinging. Solo shot. 9-2 is the score. 12-9 is the score. Every little bit helps. In steps Ella Envy. And swinging a miss, strike 1. 12-9, bottom of the 8th, in favor of the Queens. And to the left center field gap it goes. And she's thinking 2 off the bat. And she will get a leadoff double out of this one. See what Kylie Page does. Ball 1. And Ella Envy goes. Swing and a miss, strike 1, and Ella retreats. And in the air to left, liner to left, base hit. Ella Envy's going to score. And a base hit and an RBI for Kylie Page. 13-9 is the score. Trying to add some insurance. Let's see what Jordan Grace does. And in the air to left. And catching it is Moxie. Let's see what Frost does. She can add some insurance. And on the ground, back over to past the infielders. And it's first and second with 1 gone. And in steps the woman of honor, Mandy Leon. And ball 1. And just it over. This could be a triple play out there, double play out there, and this 2 for the price of 1 for the Riveters. Go to the top of the 9th, starting with Giselle. Last chance for the Riveters. And Camille's going to be closing the door. And in the air to center base hit. Every little bit helps. As Dixie Lee makes her way to the plate. 3 triples her last 2 trips. And we're going to be having a pinch runner. Simone is going to be taking over. Going to be the pinch runner. And base hit for Dixie Lee. Vera's up next. And ball 1. And Joseph Fowler over to the right side. And on the ground. Throw over second. And that's all they're going to get. And see what Moxie does. And ball 1. And strike 1. Potential go-ahead run is on deck. And the tie run, excuse me. And got her looking. Last chance for the Riveters as Fern makes her way to the plate. And swing and a miss, strike 1. And in the air. Ball game. So the Queens take game 1 here in the Beta League Championship Series. Time to take a look at the stats. Winning pitchers, Natalia Markova. Losing pitcher, Satin Dollz Honey. 13-9 is the final score. And as we take a look at the stats, a lot of home runs. We had Ella Envy, Moxie, Roz with 2, and Jordan Grace with 1. All right, folks, so concludes game 1 of the Beta League Championship Series. We're going to be reconvening for game 2 here in New Jersey. Until then, this is Anthony Hart, the captain, saying so long. And once again, do it for Michael Tiller!